ages. Per my last TikTok post, I said I would do a YouTube video depicting it and explaining a little bit more. As we know, the COVID vaccine has got a little bit more than just antibodies in it, as Pfizer called theirs BioNTech, meaning it's got nanotechnology inside. What this nanotechnology is supposed to do, I'm not exactly sure. However, I am aware that there can be cells that are created that can be programmed to do whatever you want them to do. Whether it is to administer a drug to the correct area of your body, using electrical impulses, eliminate certain cells of your body, and they could lay dormant in your bloodstream until they're activated electronically, remotely. There was a nurse that was born in Alabama that worked in a hospital in Tennessee that on live television received the vaccine as a way to demonstrate to everyone that it is safe. Shortly after, she fainted on live television, and that's where the rumors started. When she came to, she confessed that she had a pre-existing medical condition that caused her to faint due to pain all the time. If you watch the video, however, you will understand that she was very disoriented and confused before she fainted, meaning she wasn't expecting it. So if a person that faints all the time due to a medical condition that they have would surely be expecting a faint if they know it's coming on. I have fainted before due to loss of blood, overexhaustion, loss of air, and you know when you're about to faint. In fact, if you are about to faint, if you ever are, cough. Start coughing as loud and as hard as you can, because what that does is that gets your heart rate up. You come to. She posted on social media quite often. It wasn't sporadic. Maybe a couple of days here and there. I don't have all of her accounts, but I do follow her Instagram, and she hasn't posted since the 17th or the 19th, I believe. Too much? No. Coincidence? Maybe. However, a person that takes the vaccine on public television to depict to everyone that it is safe, upon hearing rumors, and I'm sure if she was alive, she would have heard the rumors of her death, would probably go on live television or at least her social media accounts and proclaim to everyone that indeed she is alive and that everything's okay. But she hasn't. All of her family members' accounts have gone private, and the rumors continue. Her hospital tweeted that she is okay and well, and she wants everyone to know. But why did it take her hospital to tweet that, if she's okay? She doesn't have thumbs? The reason that her family's accounts went private is most likely because of the influx of information and questions and demands from tweeters, people, users that have nothing better to do than to ask about a different person's life. Furthermore, there are 4 companies that administer the vaccine. Pfizer was one of them. The other 2 I don't remember, and the third one I think was BioNTech was the name. They have been waiting years, months, and days to the day that they can administer said vaccine. Similar words can be found in the Bible, in the book of Revelations, when they say that 4 angels that were released, upon release, would kill a third of humanity, were waiting for the hour, the month, the day to do so. A plague of locusts that looked like they were horses ready for war would come before these horsemen, wearing crowns or coronas of gold. The horsemen would kill a third of all mankind. When the 4 companies that released the vaccine were asked how many doses of the vaccine they would have at the end of 2021, their response was 2.8 billion. No, I'm sorry, 2.5 billion. The population of the earth is 7.8 billion, a third of which is 2.5. A lot of synchronicity there. 4 horsemen, 4 companies. A third of all humanity, a third of all humanity in terms of vaccination numbers. Do I think they're going to kill a third of us with vaccines? No, I don't. But the 4 horsemen didn't exactly kill a third of humanity. It was a combination of things. The reason I'm telling you this is because I always say that I don't believe in coincidence. I love the word, it's beautiful. However, the term that we've attached to it is lazy. People that don't want to look past the regular, see what's going on. Some people would call it conspiracy, delusion, obsessive compulsive disorder. But let me ask you a question, friends, enemies, people, humans, non. Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line in coincidence? Because once that line is crossed, and you will cross it eventually, and if you won't, then you will die and come back and draw another line. If you don't believe in aliens or UFOs, you'll probably cross that line when one lands in your front yard. But then you'll have to rethink everything you've ever thought before of coincidence, and have to figure out which one of them were coincidence, and which of them were you being lazy to look for another meaning in two events. Now, the other reason I'm telling you this is it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in war. Meaning, it's better to have it, not need it. What is it? Preparation. Do you have to go and sell all of your stocks? Gather up on gold, silver, and bullets? No, not necessarily. You don't even have to go as far as getting food. The easiest and quickest thing that anyone can do in this situation, or any situation, by the way, is to have a plan. A 10-step procedure of what you would do in case. In case what? The lights went out for 3 months. No electricity. Do you know what you'll do? Will you be at the supermarket with everyone else buying broccoli and alcohol, rubbing alcohol? If you have a plan that you wrote down and you keep, first of all, if you write it down, you don't even have to keep it because you'll remember the 10 steps. Trust me. Secondly, if you have a plan, the first step should be don't panic. The second step should be list by list of what you should do. I can tell you what my plan is. I can tell you a good plan to have, and I shall, I promise. But for now, I want you to write your own, if you wish, of course. It's a good exercise to have, just in case of anything. In case of, like, anything, the zombie apocalypse, which, by the way, Pentagon has a plan for a zombie apocalypse, and the first lines of the plan read, "This is not a joke." So the Pentagon's ready for a zombie apocalypse. Why? Just in fucking case. So should you. One, like I said, it's a good exercise to have. Two, what Bruce Lee said about warrior in a garden. Three, it's a way to open your mind to see things that you normally wouldn't look at. Shift of perception to see things that you typically wouldn't see. Feel things that you typically wouldn't feel, like nervousness, fear, anxiety. And that plan will help you overcome said anxiety if something like that should happen. Because the people that don't have a plan will be panicking, and they will be running, and they will be wasting valuable moments of their lives doing something that they could have done calmly at their desk right now, or 5 minutes from now. How long will it take you to write a 10-step plan? Maybe an hour, if you want to get intricate. Maybe 5 minutes if you already know. Many people have a plan. Many people have more than a plan. And to those of you that do, revise it. Revise it and build another one. Build another plan as if you had never had any of the things that you have now. If you have EMP protection, if you have a bug out bag, if you have grains, gold, bullets, and ammo stashed up in a bunker downstairs somewhere. Pretend you didn't have it, what would you do? Do you have a plan for if your plan is not going to work? Oh yeah. And if you want to take my word for it, don't take the fucking vaccine.